Hello, everybody. My name is Ray Butler, and I'm an eBay sales specialist with Hollander. And today I'm going to be walking you through a quick demo of how to use eLINK to get your parts listed to eBay. So start by opening the screen share. Quick overview of eLINK. It is a web-based listing tool. You can access it wherever there's internet just by going to elink.hollanderparts.com. What you're looking at now is the login page. You can create as many different users as you'd like, but we're going to go ahead and hit login. And the first page that you see here is the dashboard. These tabs that you see at the top represent where your inventory is at in all these different environments. And so once it gets inventoried, whether it's the PowerLink or Inventory Buddy, it's going to show up here in the unlisted tab. And that's where it will stay until you decide, or if you decide, to get it listed to eBay, in which case it would be moved over to the listed tab, where it will stay until it ultimately gets sold. We have the in progress tab that shows it while it's processing. Sometimes when you get things listed, it can take a few seconds or a few minutes. And then we have the flagged folder. Anytime you get a message or notification from eBay on one of your listings, this is where you can find that information. So we're going to start here. We're looking at the unlisted tab, and for this test account, it shows that we have 8,859 items that are currently unlisted. Now, you have the option of listing individually or in bulk. I'd highly recommend, eLINK. It's designed for bulk listing. That's where you get the most use out of it. It's great for making edits and optimizations and getting things listed in bulk much faster and more efficiently than you would by individual listing. For the demo, you can see if you know what part types you want to get started by looking for, you can enter those in here, separated by a comma. Or if you don't know the part types yet, you can use the left navigation here. And you can scroll down and look at all the available part types. Anything that you have by part type, it's going to show how many you have next to each. So for this 160 quarter panels, it shows that they have 32 available. For the purpose of the demo, we're going to keep it very easy. We're going to just stick with headlights and taillights. I think that's 114 and 166. So I'm going to type those numbers in. We see them appear here. I'm going to hit apply. And this shows that out of all of our available inventory, we have 94 available headlights and taillights. That's step one. Find the part types you want to get listed. Step two, once you find the parts you want to get listed, you can use the filter options at the top here to filter out or in anything that you don't want to be listed, right? Maybe it's not priced yet. Maybe it's not quality standards that you'd like. That's where the filters come in handy. If you categorize them as unbolted, or if you dismantle them at the time of inventory, otherwise, for you pullet yards, if you have a area dedicated to your premium inventory, as long as you specify that somewhere for those part types, you can search for only the premium inventory using these filters here, or you can search by stock number, whatever you'd like. The options are almost limitless. For this demo, we're going to be saying we want to look for anything that has a price above, let's say, $50. So I'm going to check all these boxes. Use a grading system. You can specify that right here. You can also specify by date inventory. So let's say you only want to focus on getting things listed that are inventoried within 60 days. Maybe because anything older than that, higher risk of getting damaged in the yard, or maybe higher risk of theft. Whatever the reason is, you can specify by date inventoried in this column. Okay? It has image. We can say part image or vehicle image or both. You can also do by mileage. And then we have all these other filter options down here. Now let's say instead of a grading system, you just take notes at the time of inventory for each part. And let's say we want to remove anything that contains the word cracked or fog or NIQ, not insurance quality. This is the section that you can specify what you want to remove based on keyword. I'm going to hit apply again. Looks like there was nothing that met that criteria, so it remains at 80. That was step two. We use filters to qualify the ones that we want to get listed. Step three is we're going to use bulk edit to make any revisions that we need to, any price adjustments before those parts get listed. Okay. Real quick on pricing, you do have the option to price individually or in bulk if you want to just make it easy and price everything the same amount for each part type. You can also do that. Or if you want to price it at the time of inventory, make adjustments once they get to eLINK, you can also do that too. And hit bulk change. Most everything that you need to get it listed is going to be automated through eLINK, including the title. But there are a couple of things that you might want to make your own adjustments to. Subtitle is one of them. You get unlimited free subtitles with eLINK. It's a great field to add selling points about that product or about your business. Make the listing stand out. So we could put, like, if we want to advertise our 6-month warranty, we can put that right here. Select our template. You do get a free customizable template as part of the Hollander package. Or if you have your own that you want to use, you can also add that. Most of these other things we don't have to make many changes to. Prices. So let's say we do want to make price adjustments. Let's say we want to use free shipping, which we highly recommend doing. It's a great way to help attract more visibility, more engagement to those parts. It's also becoming more or less the standard for selling online. So we can make, let's say for headlights and taillights, we know our average shipping price is going to be around $25. So that's where we can specify that right here. Increase by value, 25. It's going to add $25 to the price of everything. We're going to put on best offer, item specifics, all of the required and some of the other additional item specifics fields are going to be automated for you, coming directly from your YMS. So that's not something we have to touch. We always recommend adding more if you can, especially for the manufacturer part number. It's a great way to draw more visibility off of eBay from Google. Shipping, payment, and presets need to be selected for everything that gets listed. So we're going to specify those right here. Quick recap. What did we do in bulk? Not much. Just the subtitle. We added a template. We added a price markup, warranty, and then our shipping, payment, and return information. That's it. The eBay categories will be selected for you automatically, so nothing you have to do there. And I'm going to go ahead and hit update. And if I hadn't removed any of those changes, we would see the new prices reflected on everything. And voila, they're all ready to list. So from this point, all we have to do is hit list as new. And those 80 parts will be sent from the unlisted tab up to eBay. And so again, find the part types, use filters to qualify them, bulk edits, and then list. About 3 steps. Once they're listed, you can find them over in the listed tab. You can still make changes to them once they're listed, to the title, to the prices in bulk or individually. If you want to see what it looks like live on eBay, you can click it and see what the buyer sees. Probably the biggest benefit to using eLINK along with the bulk listing capabilities is going to be the automatic fitment compatibility chart that it gets added. Every single one of these keywords is searchable, and so it's going to save you a ton of time not having to enter this information yourself. Like I said, most of the item specifics are searchable as well. To give you an idea, this is what the Hollander template looks like. The verbiage is customizable. The logo is customizable. You can add your own logo. And there you have it. If you have any questions or if you want to schedule a live demo, talk about anything more in more depth, let Hollander account reps know and they can help set that up for you. A big part of what I do, just to give you the quick overview of my position, is I work with our eLINK sellers on business development. So making sure that they're successful and that I can provide them as much support as they need to be successful and to make as much money on the platform as possible. Okay, listing optimization, pricing strategy, marketing campaigns, how to use eLINK more efficiently. That is what I'm here for. It's an ongoing service that we offer to all eLINK customers. So there you have it. Thank you for spending time with me here today. I hope to hear from you soon. and hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye.